Alright, so there was a Nintendo Direct today, which was pretty cool. I always love those. Those are always fun. Yo, Cybeast, what's up? So yeah, so today's Nintendo Direct, it was a pretty interesting one, to say the least. So first off, I'm just gonna I prepared a slideshow. All right, which is gonna be. I hope that helps the entertainment value of it all. But yeah, so there was a few things that they recapitulated from previous directs that I didn't prepare slides for. For example, was it the Project Triangle strategy game? That got a release date, which is kind of new, I guess. I think it's next March. And they basically just said that, they had that open beta, and they took all of the suggestions that the people that tested it made, and they made a website where they put all the changes they made based on the beta. You're buffering tonight? Oh, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. I don't know if you could lower something. I don't know. I'm doing 720, 600, 6000 kps. But it shouldn't be a moving picture right now, so I mean it should be all right. I don't know. So yeah, they did that. They recapped. They have a Mario Party game coming out. Stuff like that. And so for when I discuss these things, I don't like to talk about the stuff that I didn't like or stuff that I just plain don't care about. If I don't care about it, I don't fake the hype. I don't try and find good or bad things to say about it. I just focus on what I like, because they take 40 minutes and they just rapid fire all the stuff. Yeah, actually the Chocobo GP, it looks all right. It looks basically like Mario Kart, to be honest, but it's all Final Fantasy stuff. That is price pending, I'll say. I got to see how much that's going to cost. But if it's a fun little game and it's not going to be like a AAA price, I might jump in. If not, I'll wait and see if it goes on sale. So as for the slides, the first one I have here, I have Kirby and the Forgotten Land, right? Interesting game. Interesting game because it's Kirby, which is all happy, friendly stuff, right? But they open it up by saying that he's playing in the ruins of a past civilization, and the civilization is clearly human. So basically, it's like humans have died, and the planet is just all Kirby and the Tweedledees and Waddle-Dee-Doos and whatever all their names are. It's definitely not what you would associate with Kirby, right? You'd think the happy, friendly stuff. And it's open world. It looked a little like, even my kids were watching and they were like, this looks like Mario Odyssey, because it was the open world, and the art style and graphics, similar. So that was pretty cool. It does look fun. This is probably gonna be a $60 game. I usually get all the Kirby games rather. So this is probably gonna be something I'm gonna pick up. I should have written down all the release dates. I forgot to write down all the release dates, but some of them have it on the slide. This one didn't for some reason. Maybe they just didn't announce it. Maybe they just said 2022 for this. Some of them just have the release date right in a red band on the bottom. This one doesn't. So yeah, so Kirby, that should be fun. Should be exciting. So let's go to number 2. This looks pretty freaking cool. ActRaiser Renaissance. Who would have thought ActRaiser was getting a remake like this? The graphics look great. This definitely looks like something I would like to play. Probably I'll do this after October, because I want to stick to Luigi's Mansion for October, in spirit of Halloween. Yo, 514, what's up, man? Welcome. Doing a little bit of Nintendo Direct here. So yeah, ActRaiser, I never actually played the original. I've watched people play it, and it's really interesting. Like, you build like a civilization while like taking down like an old one or something like that. But it's also like a side scroller, and you level up your characters. It just looks like one of those games that's just like really just trying to do a couple things at the same time. And normally those aren't like the greatest thing, but I will. All right, no spoilers, 514 on if you watch the direct, no spoilers, because I do have a friend that's gonna watch this, and I want him to react in real time to what we see. But yeah, like it's yeah, like this looks like something I would definitely like to play. That's basically what I'm showing you, is games that I am definitely going to play. Right? All right, so next up, it was Meat Rod Dread. I've already got this pre-ordered. This is coming out in just a couple weeks. I'm super excited for Metroid Dread. I don't know if I'm going to have to take a week off from Luigi's Mansion to do this, but I might. I might interrupt Luigi's Mansion to do Meat Rod Dread. Not much to say. This is something they've been talking about for a while. They had a new trailer. It really just looks like they took the 2.5D concept, brought it to Metroid. The graphics look cool. The scenery looks cool. And it has like, you know, like the water level, the fire level, all that stuff. New weapons, it looks like. Things like that. So that's going to be pretty cool. Definitely looking forward to that. I didn't make a slide for Splatoon 3 because there's really nothing to say about Splatoon 3. It's something that I do want. I think they've only announced the year. They might have announced the month and year. I forget. But that's regardless. I'm definitely interested in Splatoon 3, but I didn't make a slide for it. Bayonetta, on the other hand. So this game, I'm a big fan of Devil May Cry, right? I love Devil May Cry. And I honestly think Bayonetta is an equal game. I find it equally good. I love Bayonetta. The graphics are great. The controls are great. And it's different enough from Devil May Cry that, you know, you could definitely enjoy it on its own, like, and not compare it to Devil May Cry. The only reason it gets compared to it is obviously like the tone and the combat is pretty similar. But then when you actually play the game, it's like it's its own thing and super fun. And I love Devil May Cry. And I love Bayonetta as well. So when did they announce this? They announced this in like 2017. Right? This was one of those things where like they announced it and it just kind of disappeared. Right? Because Nintendo does that thing where they don't like to announce stuff until it's like almost finished. That way there's going to be no delays. But this was one of those situations where they announced it and it wasn't almost finished and it got delayed. So it's been in limbo for a while. Which, I mean, that doesn't bother me. I know that people get really up in arms about game delays. I feel like I have such a backlog that I don't even notice when a game gets delayed. I'm just like, oh, this is the only time I got hit by a delay was Doom Eternal because I took the week off to stream it, and then they moved it. Yo, Tofu Lang is in the freaking house, and not a moment too soon, because we are done talking about video games. Okay? Oh wait, no, actually there's one more slide. I'm sorry. One more slide of games. So this was announced for the Switch. So honestly, if you I don't know. So I don't really care for Nintendo 64, but I love the Genesis. For the Nintendo 64, maybe about 10 or 15 games tops that they could add to this, and I'll be happy. Genesis, baby. Nintendo, Genesis, Sega's third party now, man. They go where they want. They can do whatever they want, man. They can go on the PC. They can go on Xbox, PlayStation. But in this case, it looks like Switch Online is kind of doing what they tried to do with the Wii Shop and the Virtual Console, except they're making it part of their online service, which is, it kind of incentivizes, the paid service. The paid service is $20 a year, which doesn't bother me at all. I feel like that's a really reasonable thing. They said that if you expand and you get this expansion pack, which is going to have 64 and Genesis, they haven't announced the price yet, but they did acknowledge that it would be a different price. So, I'm probably gonna, unless it's something like stupid, like if they go like crazy and it's like, $120 a year or something like that, like, no, not doing that. But if it's something like 35, 40, I'd probably go up to 50. I would go up to 50 a year for Nintendo Online. What games for Genesis? Yeah, they did actually. They announced it. Shit, I should have just made a slide with that. They announced the 64. They announced the launch titles, and they're gonna expand after it starts. But yeah, they announced Contra Hardcore, Castlevania Bloodlines, of course Sonic's there, Echo, the Dolphin, I think Mean Bean Machine is there. Actually, you know what? I'll just pull it up and I'll read it to you. Hold on. And they're also releasing controllers too, which is pretty cool. So you could buy a Genesis controller for the Switch. Yeah, so here Banjo-Kazooie was not in the launch lineup, but it is in the future, yes. So the N64 is going to launch with Mario 64, Zelda Ocarina of Time, Mario Kart 64, Star Fox 64, Sin and Punishment, which I don't know what that is, Dr. Mario 64, Mario Tennis 64, Winback, I don't know what that is, and Yoshi's Story. So right off the bat, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the, I said like 15 games that I would want for the N64. Honestly, I wouldn't buy a Nintendo 64 to play or stream, but I would expand my online to play with this. And then the Genesis game. Oh, here we go. N64 in the future. Banjo-Kazooie, Pokemon Snap, Majora's Mask, Kirby 64, Mario Golf, Paper Mario F-Zero X. That's pretty cool. Good games. So yeah, right off the bat, there's about 6 or 7 out of the 15 I did want. So the Genesis games, we got Sonic 2, Streets of Rage 2, Echo, Castlevania Bloodlines, Contra Hardcore, Mean Bean Machine, Golden Axe, Gunstar Heroes, Musha, which is actually a really rare game that people are trying to sell for $1,000, on the reseller market. So putting that on there is kind of a big deal because it probably won't affect the price of the resale, but at least the people that want it to play it can. Or the people that are collecting it that don't want to damage their cart, they can seal it up or whatever and play it without, touching the cart. That's cool. And Phantasy Star 4 is another one. Rise Star, Shining Force, Shinobi 3, and Strider. And like I said, they're going to have wireless controllers. There's going to be a Genesis. You're still waiting for Earthbound. You know that's going to be a big deal when they announce it. They're not just going to put that willy-nilly. They're going to announce that in a big way. Speaking of announcing in a big way, so during this presentation, Shigeru Miyamoto walked out, and when Shigeru Miyamoto walks out, you're either going to get a new Zelda or a new Mario, right? Those are his babies. He's involved in everything. He's like the Vince McMahon of Nintendo. He's involved in anything, and he gets the final say. But he is like number one. Like if Shigeru Miyamoto were the Vince McMahon of Nintendo, John Cena would be Mario, and like The Rock would be like Zelda, you know? So those are his babies. So we had some Mario information. They're working on that movie, and they released the cast. Okay, so so let's just pop it right up. You ready? Number one, the big guy. Boom. Chris Pratt is Mario. Okay, so look, I don't know. I guess, you know, it's one of those things where like I feel like I didn't get it at first, but now I kind of get it. Like they've had like the Brooklyn Mario, like, hey Luigi, hey, we gotta go snake the princess's drain, if you know what I mean. Shut up, Cybes. Damn. Like I just said, don't spoil it. I had a friend coming in that's that we want reactions in real time. All right, so you're buffering. No spoilers. There, buffer that. Buffer my pickle. He's using the old real time. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to react so harshly, but yeah, we're trying to get real time reactions to people that didn't see the direct. Yeah. So Chris Pratt is Mario. So they did that. It's like I have a feeling he's not going to be doing the wahoo yippee. You know, he's not going to do that crap, right? He's gonna, because they made it a point also to say Mario's going to be talking a lot. Like they literally said Mario's going to be talking a lot. So clearly they didn't want just like little one-liners and just like grunts and hips and haws. So I kind of get it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this is going to be like, because man, it gets weirder. All right. So here you go. Bruce Willis was a ghost the whole time. No spoilers, lady, please. We're trying to get real-time reactions from people that didn't watch the direct. All right, so here we go. We have Princess Peach by an actress named Anya Taylor-Joy. I admit I have no idea who she is and what she has done in the past. She looks like Peach a little bit. Like I mean, if I were to, honestly, if you were to put her in a dress and crown, I'd be like, okay, yeah, she's a good choice for that. Awesome. She did do voice acting work. I looked her up in Wikipedia real quick. She was in like Glass or whatever, that Unbreakable sequel or something. Yeah, Bruce Willis was a ghost, dude. And he's actually bald the whole time. That whole movie, that was a hairpiece, dude. He was a ghost, and like so was his hair. She was in a horror movie that was incredible called The Witch. Okay, cool. I'll you know what? I'll watch that just so I know who the heck she is, because I have nothing to say about her. I don't even know what her voice sounds like. I only looked up her Wikipedia, and I didn't recognize a lot of the stuff, but I did see voice acting credits. So clearly, she's done this before. So we'll see. So here we go. All right, listen. Hold on to your fucking chair, dude. This is great. Dude, Charlie Day is Luigi. Dude, this got a legit pop out of me, man. I laughed until my face was red. I eat stickers all the time, dude. Yeah, it's like, I don't get it. Like, it's so. All right, first of all, what I'm wondering is, like, the girl that looked like Peach, like, but Chris Pratt didn't look like Mario. You don't know who Charlie Day is? He is quite I think he's like one of the funniest people in the world. His timing is funny. His voice is funny. And I've seen him in stuff that like he wasn't really funny in. It was kind of like a semi-serious role. And he's a good actor too. So that's going to help. The only question I have is this going to be like all animated? Is it going to be any live action? Or is it gonna be like a hybrid? I don't know. So like, if so, I believe Mario is supposed to be an older brother but shorter than Luigi. And you know, Luigi's supposed to be tall and skinny and younger. And if you put Chris Pratt and Charlie Day next to each other, that's another thing about Charlie Day. He looks pretty tiny in like stature, right? Like he's like short and skinny, like, you know. So he doesn't look, and like Chris Pratt is like kind of like tall and meaty, right? I'm just going by the fact that Chris Pratt is an Avenger and Charlie Day is Charlie from It's Always Sunny, you know. So I'm super looking forward to this. I am so happy that, like, once I saw Chris Pratt as Mario, I felt like, you know what, fuck it, let's get weird with it. You want to get weird with it? Let's get weird with it, you know? So, you know, clearly he's probably not going to do, what kind of Luigi's we had? We had Mario, it's your brother Luigi, right? That was back in the Super Show. Then we had, yo-ho-ho, yeah-ho. That was, what we're at now, right, with Luigi's Mansion. And so now we have this. This is gonna be pretty funny. They were both in the Lego movies. Oh, okay. Oh, so yeah, you could kind of get an idea. But that's another thing. Are they gonna be making voices, or are they gonna sound like themselves? I don't know. If he pitched you to be in a movie, you'd it would be very surprising if Miyamoto came up to you and pitched you to be in. Yeah, me too, because clearly he basically just Googled popular, funny American men and got this whole cast. He didn't think at all about budgets, you know. He was just like, fuck it, give me everything. All right, so now we got a few good guys here. Listen, what about the bad guys? I think Cybeast already blew it, but you got Jack Black as Bowser. So he's gonna come in with the metal and be the rocket Bowser. Yeah. I have no idea how this is gonna go. Like I said, I don't know if they're gonna make voices or whatever. Like, is he gonna try and Kyle Gass as Wart? I'm in. That's perfect. Jack Black as Bowser is actually, I mean, it works. He was good in Kung Fu Panda. I would like, honestly, if we're gonna get this weird, I wouldn't mind if Bowser sang a friggin' song then. You know? Yeah, exactly. Bowser with an electric guitar, just singing some like rock, some AC/DC or something like that. You know? But yeah, this could get kind of interesting. Yeah, with flames ever. Well, you know, Bowser's super like over the top, right? You know, he's got fireworks everywhere, lasers and fire. Have him singing and playing to a revamped version of Mars, the Bringer of War. So what else we got going? All right, so after that, here's where I was like laughing. We were all laughing. We were all having a good time. You know, I was floating on a sail, and then all of a sudden, somebody shot a dart through my sail, and I became deflated, and I said, why? Okay? Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. Now, again, does Donkey Kong have a voice? Like, even in the cartoon, he just goes, ooh, 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 ooh. Like, I mean, if they're gonna just have Seth Rogen do that, fine. Cut him a check, get him out of here, let's get it over with, you know? But, like, is he gonna just be, like, is he gonna be Seth Rogen? Because I've yet to see Seth Rogen act. Like, he just kind of shows up, and he's just like, what if we smoke banana peels? Oh, what you got in that barrel? Weed? You know, I never found him to be all that funny. I always found him to be like, I don't know. It's one of those things where he's got that like condescending funny thing where it's like everybody else is stupid except him, but even he's pretty stupid. You don't mind Rogen, but you wonder how DK could be in it. Yeah, it's honestly like I hope it's him making monkey noises. Real talk. I don't really want Seth Rogen jokes in a Mario movie, right? But you know what? Like, how many people are gonna criticize this? You know, everybody's gonna criticize this. Everybody's gonna be like, I don't know. He might be fine. It might work out. I don't know. But I was like, I feel like when they started giving these cast members, like they started naming them, I was like, right away I was just like, okay, they're doing something different. You know, you don't think in any form of media DK has ever spoken. He had a cartoon, I think. There's a cartoon. It was really weird, though. Even then, I'm not sure if he spoke that much. I would have to double check, but I remember there's a Donkey Kong Country cartoon, and he might have spoken in that. Shower you in coconut cream pies? Jesus Christ, what happened? I've lost all control of the stream. All right, so yeah, we got that. now that I shit on Seth Rogen for a few minutes, which I like to do that. We got, for some reason, Keegan-Michael Key is Toad. That's what Toad sounds like to me. Now looking at this, I feel like, why would you hire Keegan-Michael Key to make scream sounds? Yeah, you could put a Toad hat on his head. Well, I'm hoping that it's all animated at this point, and this is all just voice acting. But yeah, like, I feel like this guy just has like a regular voice. I don't think I've heard him in voice acting before, but this could be fun. I'm into it. I like him, so I don't mind him in the movie. I just wonder what it's going to be like. That's all. Then there's another slide here. I think that's it for the main cast. There was also this slide here, which I thought it was interesting because it shows you that it is also going to have Kamek in it, Cranky Kong, and Spike. So who's Cranky Kong? So in the story of Donkey Kong Country, Cranky Kong is actually Donkey Kong from the arcade. So like when the game starts, you see like Cranky Kong sitting there and he's like listening. Yeah, he's like old man. What's Kevin Michael Richardson from? I didn't get a chance to look him up because we literally just watched this like less than an hour ago, and I wanted to make these slides and everything, so I wasn't able to look up everything. I only looked up the actress that did Peach. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know what his voice sounds like, but looking at him, I kind of have an idea. I kind of know what Fred Armisen sounds like. But yeah, so Cranky Kong. So this, but I don't see any Diddy Kong. I only see, he's been in everything. All right, fair. And then I don't know who Spike is. That looks like a Wrecking Crew picture or something. And yeah, all right, so like I said, this looks all interesting, but then what made it really interesting, and I'm going to wrap it all up. This is the last slide. What made it really interesting is look who else is in it. Charles Martinet is in it. This is the Mario voice that we all know. This is the Wario voice. This is the Luigi voice. He's the woohoo, yippee. So that's when they showed me this, that's when I started to think, like, wait, is it going to be a hybrid? Are they going to have situations where they have both voices? Yeah, I wouldn't want Mario without him, but at the same time, how are you going to have him and Chris Pratt? You know? So I don't know how this is going to go. Really, I don't know how this is going to all play out. But this made it interesting to me because after I saw that he was in it, all bets are really off. Like, like he could do the sounds. Color me intrigued. Exactly, dude. I didn't make a screenshot of the release date, but it's December 21st, 2022. So about a year and 2 months. So it's gonna be a while. Yeah. Well, the trailer might help us to see, but I mean, they could pull a switcheroo with the trailers. They could show you like only shots of animated stuff, but there's also a live action segment, or they could show you live action stuff, but there's also, you know, they could do a lot of things. Like they could even make it like the video game at points, and that's why he's in it, you know, where like they have like live action stuff, but then also there's scenes where they're actually like running around, jumping around, and yeah, like how SpongeBob did. Yeah, they did that. I think Cybeast mentioned Detective Pikachu. Like, you know, that could be the case, because don't forget, like, in Mario Odyssey, there was that new Donk City where you see like normal sized humans, and Mario's there, and he's not human. He's like different, you know? They would show that in the trailer. Yeah, I mean, I would think so, but after seeing this cast of characters, I gotta say, I have no idea what they're doing. Like, I have no idea what they're doing with this movie. I don't dislike it, but I could only say I can't, in my head, I can't imagine what it's going to look like and sound like and feel like. Danny DeVito as Daisy. That's right. When you said Danny DeVito was Mario, I immediately thought of Charlie Day as Luigi, and I was like, man, you have no idea how close you are. You're like swimming around sharks with that response. Hey Luigi, hand me my toe knife. Oh wait, now I'm doing the Mario voice instead of the Danny DeVito. Charlie,
I'm the
you want to play
trash
knife?
man. I come out, I throw trash all over the ring, and then I start eating garbage.
Bingo! There it is. I'm the trash man. Yeah, exactly. Like that's well, honestly, he should be Wario, right? I feel like Danny DeVito's voice with Wario, that would be pretty cool. I could hear that, but I mean, I feel like if Wario was in this movie, they would have said who was playing him, right? So yeah, I hope you guys are as excited as I am for this. I obviously, like, the internet, you know, everybody's putting their 2 cents out there, and it's all different. Some people are like, wow, this is gonna be weird. Some people are like, oh, this is great. Some people are like, this is terrible. Yeah, Miyamoto, the director. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, man, I don't know where they're going with this. I don't know how it's gonna play out. Like I said, I can't. After I saw that cast of characters, I can't in my head picture what it's going to look and sound like. I really can't. Like, are they going to be making voices? Or are they going to be using their regular voices? Is it going to be fully animated? Is it going to be hybrid animation like Detective Pikachu? Is it going to be semi-realistic? Is it going to be totally cartoony? I don't know. Like, I just really don't know how they could do that. So yeah, guys, that was my presentation for that. I hope you are all excited for the upcoming Nintendo stuff as I am.